These videos are dangerous because I could just sit here and yap. Hey, it's Mads and welcome. Or that is my intro to my regular channel videos. Whoa, okay, you can see where my brain is today. It is Vlogmas Day something. I think 18, maybe 19, who knows. And it is 3 p.m. and I am still in my robe. I had a busy morning, just a bunch of like boring logistics running around to do. And then I baked. Some of the afternoon I had some baking I wanted to get done that I just like needed to power through. But I thought you and I could sit down and do my nails. I've been doing my nails at home for forever. I used to get them done religiously, like every 3 weeks I was in the chair doing this. But during COVID, like most of us during COVID, like I just kind of stopped. And then when I stopped working at the bank, I was like, wow. And then I stopped caring altogether and I didn't do anything to them. And then when I started doing YouTube, I started to care again because my hands were on camera. And that was like the whole reason I was getting my nails done in the first place at the bank. Was because I was a nail biter and my nails and my hands were nasty. I did not take care of them at all. And when you're at the bank and you're on the thing, you're counting money for people, like I was like not embarrassed, but I was like, oh, this could be way better. Like I could be doing way better than what I'm currently doing. So I just started doing it, and I first like really learned how to polish, and then I really learned how to like do, like I taught myself how to do Gel X, which I have like a whole kit for Gel X, which is what like this stuff is. The Kira Sky system is what I use. It was the one I bought during COVID, and it's just the one I keep repurchasing. But we're not gonna do extensions today. I have just been doing like my natural nails, but putting gel polish and like building up like builder gel on my natural nail and like making my nails stronger. I did recently just like chop them all off. I do that sometimes just to like start fresh. I had them really long for a while. I had them really long and they were really pretty, and I really love that shape. That's tends to be the shape I go for, like the squoval-y, skinny squoval vibes. It just looks nice on my hands, I think. But right now I'm just kind of playing with this like short square vibes. The edges are definitely rounded. Is it gonna focus? But they're just a little squoval-y. This is the current problem child. She's ripped on both sides. So she has like a ton of nail polish on her, like nail hardener. I just like keep putting layers of that on because I want it to grow out. It's like ripped below the free edge line and like on my skin. So if I were to cut it off, ooh, it would be very painful, and it would be like a stub on my nail and have to grow back out my nail plate. I don't really want to do that. So I'm keeping all my nails short just so I can baby the hell out of this one until it's ready to be chopped off, you know what I mean? And sit with her friends. So I'm just gonna do something like so simple today. I have some like just nail hardener and like clear polish on them right now. So let's like get that off first. I like to start with a super clean base. And I'm just using this this is the Quo regular nail polish remover for all nail types and some cotton balls. I like the ones with the stoppers, but this, I'm gonna be so honest, is my grandma's. It was in the closet. And I'm just gonna remove the polish here just so that we can get right down to my nail bed, because I want to do some cuticle work because my cuticles, I've been neglected. Very neglected. How are you guys doing? Like seriously, how are you doing? Are you guys surviving this like holiday season? Is it, I got a comment a while ago about someone was watching this from the Netherlands, and that's the Netherlands? Like the only thing I know about the Netherlands are sheep and that one episode of Black Mirror. That's all I know. And to be fair, I don't know a lot. I know a little bit about a lot, but the one thing I've never been good at is geography. I could not tell you where the Netherlands is. I couldn't tell you where Alberta is, and it's the province next to me. So it's not like, oh, I don't care about this. My spatial awareness in that way. I'm really good body-wise. Like, I got good physical space awareness. But, like, where I am in time and space, that is something that has always eluded me. So wherever the Netherlands is, I'm assuming that's, like, where Sweden is. And I think Sweden is by Russia. Oh, I don't know. I know Russia's really big at the top, and I know that Japan is on an island, and that the Netherlands is probably like the opposite corner of that, on the other continent that I'm not on. Is that correct? I hope. I was never, ever, ever good at geography. But hello to the Netherlands, and nonetheless, I'm so grateful you're watching. Do you have, like, anything cool there that I should know about? Like, I'm sure there are tons of cool things I should know about a lot of places. And I know that me not knowing that is kind of dumb, but it's just the truth, and I don't want to lie to you. And it was really cool to see someone from the Netherlands. I don't think about that a lot, you know? Like, there's a few of you who comment really regularly, and I feel like I'm, like, in this constant conversation with, and then when somebody new comments on a video, it's, like, really, it's just as cool. Like, I always get that feeling of, like, ooh, someone new has entered the group chat. Like, sometimes I feel like this is, like, my big group chat, and I'm just talking at you guys all the time, and then you can just respond whenever you feel the need to. It's like I'm the annoying friend in the chat who won't shut her mouth. All it is, I've been filming for 8 minutes, and all I've done is remove the polish, and I don't think it's coming off of this one. Hold on. Give me a sec here, guys. Hold on. Give me a minute. These videos are dangerous because I could just sit here and yap. Okay, nail polish is off. And it was just like nail hardener cleared nail polish. And I'm just going to go in and clean them. And I'm being so careful with this ripped nail. You guys, look at this. Look at these rips. So I've got one here. And then I've got one on this side too. Like, there's one on each side. That is so rough for me. I haven't had a nail rip like that in a very long time. And I don't know. I really don't know what happened. Like, I must have shut it in something. That's the only time that really happens to me. I'm just gonna clean them up underneath. Make sure there's no, like, gunk stuck under there. We are gonna put polish on, but I just like to keep them clean. I do a lot of baking, as you guys know, and a lot of stuff, so stuff tends to get under there. So I clean under my nails like 20 times a day. But especially when the polish is off, I like to really get under there. And as far as shape goes, I'm not really changing much. I'm just, like, squaring up my edges and rounding the corners. And just keeping it, like, so simple here. Because I'm just waiting for that nail to grow out, so I can't really do anything else. I'm just keeping them in, like, the safest... What are you chewing? Oh, my goodness! Get it! What are you chewing? Miss Girl! Get that back! Honey, what do you have? Where did you get that? Oh my god, you are a crazy child. Despite my best efforts, she's found a yogurt. Look at this. Look at that. We have a lock on the garbage. I don't know how she got this. Did I ever tell you about how, okay, first of all, before I start yapping, I'm just gonna do some cuticle prep. Cuticle eliminator, I'm gonna put that on, rub it off, and then I'm gonna start the process to painting them. So it's just gonna be like the alcohol and then the non-acidic primer, and then I'm gonna do a little thin coat of number 3, which is like the builder gel, and then we'll go in with color and my French tip. So that's what we're doing. We're just doing like super simple French tippies here. Nothing crazy. Okay, let me yap about, sorry. Also, I'm using the little Curious Guy light. This thing is everything. Hi, baby. She's at my toes now because she knows I'm about to talk about her. So the kittens, we have 4 cats. If this is the first video you're watching of mine, Bold choice. Crazy of you. If you really want to see me at my best, hey, hi, Mads, go watch my DIY channel. Then come back here. It will all make sense. This is where I'm feral. We have 4 cats. We have Seven and Farah, who we adopted like 6 or 7 years ago now. We've had them for 6 or 7 years. Feels like I've had them for a lifetime. They are my spirit children. I grew them in my belly for 9 months. Like they are the children I'm meant to have. You know what I mean? And then during quarantine, I think it was 2021. I want to say it was 2021. We get a phone call from these 2 little like kittens, and they weren't more than like a day or 2 old, and they were like abandoned. They were covered in fleas. They were really gnarly looking, like they weren't being fed. They were abandoned and just like Ketchup, the bigger of the 2 of them, was just crying, and little Moo she wasn't Moo yet, but she wasn't doing too well. So she brought her in, and they already had an animal. They like didn't have the capacity to like take on 2 like bottle fed kittens. So they called the SPCA, and the SPCA was like, yeah, girl, you're gonna have to take care of those. We're not taking anything new. It was like all the shelters were full. They were like, could you please just like take care of them? And so they called us asking us like what to do, because I'm a crazy cat lady. And I looked at Jordan and said, looks like we have 2 more cats. Cat distribution system at work. And so that's what we did. We drove from Vancouver to our hometown. Took us like almost 5 hours. And I'm just drying the cuticle rubber. And in that time, we drove down. We like rented a car. We drove down and we picked them up in a shoebox, and they were like this big. They were nasty looking, but oh my god, they were so small and so cute. Each one of them fit in your hand. It was the cutest thing, and I was able to get into Vodka, which is a rescue in Vancouver, and she was able to like the vet there was able to like give them like an off the books checkup. I like brought them in. I had to like drop them in a thing. It was this whole crazy thing we had to do during COVID. She gave them a once over. She was able to give them their shots and like stuff like that, which was really amazing. Or no, we ended up taking them to the vet. The lady at Vodka just like gave them the once over and was like, yeah, no, they'll survive, and here's what to do. And then like a couple days later, I took them to the vet. Yes, sorry. I get those 2 times mixed up because they're like happened back to back. Time and space really sucks for me. And so the lady was so nice, and she like was showing me how to bottle feed them and like all these things. And so we had bottle kittens, and initially I was like, we'll foster them and get them into a good home. That never happened. Foster failures on the first try. That's a lie. We did have a foster cat like years before when we had gotten the big cats. A few months after we got the big cats, the rescue that we got the big cats from asked if we were able to like emergency foster this cat. I can't remember her name. I think I still have pictures of her. She was this really pretty like white fluffy situation. She was great. We only had her for like a few days. It was like an emergency situation. The family that was fostering her was going out of town, and they didn't have someone who could watch her. That's Ketchup. So we like fostered her. So I am not a first time foster fail. I didn't keep the big fluffy white one, but I did foster fail these little kittens. I couldn't see them go anywhere else, and they fit into our lives so well. But apparently, if you didn't know this, and I'm not a vet, and I'm not an animal specialist, I only know what my vet told me and what I've read on the internet. That's right, sweet girl. It is really common for bottle babies, kittens, especially if they don't get any time with their mom and they're bottle fed, that they develop something called pica, and both the baby kittens have developed that. And essentially what that means is they eat everything. So they want to eat plastic, they want to eat blankets, they want to eat clothes, they want to eat absolutely everything. I'm just putting some sunscreen on because I'm using my little light, and I don't know, this is just what I put on when I'm doing my nails. And so they both developed it, and it is a problem. But it's not something that can be fixed. Oh, hi, baby girl. Hear me talking about you? It is something that just like they're just gonna have for the rest of their lives that we need to like adapt to. So we have to like store our clothes and our laundry in like baby locked cupboards, because if they get into the closet, she'll moth, and it's happened a few times where she'll break into the closet and just all your clothes have holes in them, and she chews and she pulls, and it's this whole thing. She's eaten through sheets. She eats trash all the time. You have to lock the trash up, and even then, just like that lid, she finds something. Like, there's always something around, and even when you try your darndest, your hardest to like make sure there's nothing, something you think that she's not gonna eat, she's gonna eat. And so it's stressful, but it's also like you have to do everything you can to keep them safe. So we do our absolute best. We're by no means perfect, but we do our best to like make sure that they are safe and that they don't eat anything bad. Ketchup did eat a whole shoelace once. She never eaten a shoelace before. She was always fine with shoes. One day I come home, she'd eaten a whole shoelace. Paid $5,000 for them to take that shoelace out of her because it was tying up her insides. I still have the shoelace. I've shown you guys before. And so like just stuff like that, they just decide that they're gonna eat something and they eat it whether it's food or not. Okay. Clean, prepped nails. All the stuff is off of them. Yeah, and so that's like, it is like a daily thing too. Like it is a daily thing you have to just like constantly monitor, constantly be aware of. It's like she eats tea towels and like anything. So it's just, Moo is better than Ketchup at not swallowing. Ketchup will swallow. Moo chews on a lot more things, but she doesn't swallow. Like I've never had to like get her tummy checked. She's never had anything wrong. I've never seen her actually eat anything. She just wants to chew on it. And they have tons of chew toys and tons of things and all of that. But my hundreds of toys sometimes just don't cut it, and she'll just chew whatever's in front of her. It's especially bad if it like smells like us, like underwear, like things like that. She will go digging for and searching for. I've seen her open cupboards. I've seen her open laundry baskets. We have to have latches on things and locks, and like it feels intense sometimes, and it's a little overwhelming sometimes, but I mean, keeping them safe is worth every precaution. So I don't mind doing it. It's kind of, sometimes I feel sad that I have to, because if they had just gotten some time with their mom, you know, like, I don't know. Like, this is gonna sound so crazy. I feel like the little kittens, like we adopted them. Like they feel like our cats. We adopted them, where the big cats feel like my children. Does that make sense? Like, I don't love them any differently. Obviously, I love those baby cats more than life itself. I would do anything for them. But like the relationship like approach, those little cats, they live in my house, they're cats, they're independent, they do their thing, where those big cats, Seven and Farrah, are my kids. Like they could not survive without us. And there's something really sweet about that. I don't know, there's just different relationships happening all the time in this house. Okay, prep is done on this one. Look at all the cat hair on this. Look how nasty. Ooh, all the cat hair. Just what happens. You can try your darndest to make it not happen, but it is just what occurs. I'm taking the littlest amount on my brush, and I'm like working it into my nail. This again, like my other FaceTime video, not a tutorial. If you guys want a tutorial, you let me know, but I am just here to yap this time. If you want a full tutorial, let me know down in the comments, but I don't think that's really what you're here for, is it? No, you didn't come to me for a tutorial. You came to me for my winning personality. Ink, ink. Goodness gracious, I am on one today. I am just on one today. Okay, let me do these like super thin coat, flash cure in here. I'll meet you when I'm done this. Give me a sec, I'm gonna watch some Critical Role. She's back! That sound plays in my head 24/7. Every time I sew, after I haven't sewn for a long time, like I just did in my last Wednesday video, it just plays in my mind all the time. Okay, first hand is done. Yes, they are giving millennial. Yes, I accept that. I can't always blend in with the Gen Zs. I'm about to be 30, girl. Sometimes you just have to be 30, and this is very 30-year-old of me, but I'm into them. I just wanted something clean, simple, easy to do on my left hand. And I've had lots of fun nails recently, and these are just like the simplest, skinny little French tips that just make me feel bonita. My cookies can go in the oven. Hold on. I'm making chocolate chip Biscoff cookies. So it's like chocolate chip on the outside, and then there's a dollop of Biscoff in the middle. I'd never had Biscoff until today, and oh, it was so good. Or the cookie spread. I'm gonna put a Biscoff cookie on top too. Just gotta go in. I'm pretty sure they bake for 13 minutes or something in this oven. I'm gonna go 15, but I'll check on them. We'll keep an eye on them. Yeah, anyway, that is the look we're going for. And it's so simple. I am like fighting the urge to put gems on them. I do that every time I have these cute little pearls. But every time I put the pearls on, I go, ugh. I don't know. There's something, like, they get mucky really quickly. Gems and stuff like that I do a lot with my hands. So they tend to get mucky, or they flake or whatever. And I resist the urge. But a part of me wants like a little glitter. A part of me wants something fancy. But I'm going to stop here. I'm practicing restraint. 2025 me is going to have restraint 10% better than 2024 me. How does that sound? And I'm literally just gonna repeat this everything I just did here, the whole process. It's all gonna be the same. But after these cookies come out of the oven, I have to go pick up Jordan from work because I drove him this morning because his glasses are broken. They fell off his face last night and broke, so he couldn't drive this morning. Thank goodness he had an extra pair at work. So I'm gonna go pick him up. Now he has glasses. He's okay. But anyway, I'm rambling. These cookies are gonna come out. I'll do my other hand tonight. Hopefully. Sometimes I do them the next day. It's exhausting doing these by yourself. It's been an hour. It took me almost an hour to do one hand. And that is the trade-off of like doing them yourself. They do take more time to do yourself than if you go to the salon. But all this stuff cost me like $150 and I've been using it for like 4 years. So time, money, time, money. What's more important, time or money? You know? Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow. As always, I think we're going to go through my grandma's Christmas closet because I want to dig through there and see what she's got. I want more Christmas decor, so we're going to go digging through my grandma's Christmas decor tomorrow. I'll see you then.